Okay, folks, we're back. Pig back in. What do we got on the menu? What does that say? Publix ribs. $12 for a slab. Wow, that's pretty expensive. Call me, I got a butcher box. I can make it worth your while. We'll get back to that. So, this is what I'm going to show you. How to prep your ribs real quick. Gloves. Okay. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. You gotta have, what I prep all the time, at least me, a little Freedom Tower. A little Miami 305. Goodness. Crack that puppy. See, I cracked it with my gloved hand, so I gotta change that glove. Matter of fact, we're so fucking clean, we'll change both gloves. There is no cross-contamination anywhere around here. If you guys need gloves too, let me know. Maybe get you a box or so. The Black Nitro. Alright, sir. Bend over. Let me take your temperature. Okay? No, we're not doing it. Alright, let's go. Pop these babies open. There's actually one slab in there. It's cute, but it's a Publix slab. So, real quick, real easy, real deadly. We're going to try to get this done in 5 minutes. I know I fucked up the first one. That took like about 8 minutes. So we're working on our time here. Keep it clean. Got the tools outside. What I do is split the bag like this. Just split it at the top and then pull the rib out. So that way you keep all that gnarly protein in the bag instead of flying around. Put that in the garbage. Then your best friend during prep on ribs is the old paper towel. I get the cheapest ones possible. You flip that puppy over. Now, people tell me, well, how do you do that? Well, basically what it's got to do is you got to pull the rib membrane off of the back. Okay, see, they're right there. You can see there's a membrane. If you don't pull that membrane off, that's why every time you have ribs, it's going to taste like it's really chewy and you're chewing on a piece of leather. That's what turns people off to a lot of ribs. So basically what you do is you take that paper towel like I got right here and kind of dig in the corner. Start at the small end. Okay, and once you get your finger in there, watch the magic. This has to come off. Otherwise, I don't care how good your ribs are, they're going to suck if you don't do this. See this? The whole membrane comes off. Now, if you don't believe me, this stuff is not... You can make shoes out of this stuff. I'm pulling on it, man. Who wants to eat a piece of food like that? Look at this crap. I can barely bust it in half. Throw that crap out. Boom. Done. A little more paper towel. The reason of this is you want to let something adhere to your rub. If there's protein on the meat, and these aren't bad ribs. I'm not going to knock them. Mine are fatter. But look, they're pretty solid. They're pretty good. There's not a lot of marbling in it, but we'll take what we got. I bought Publix ones because I wanted to show you guys what you can do with them, because you can make them as good as I can. So take that paper towel and just dab it dry. Get it as dry as you possibly can. Take all that protein off. I'm giving you secrets that nobody tells you. You can read as much as you want, but you're going to find out it's all bullshit because they give you the basics and then you got to go from there and figure it out. So look, if you see the rib now, look at it. It's almost perfect. It's ready to go. It's a nice rib. Nice Publix rib. All right. So we're backing out of there. Always use your gloves. Always do sanitary, even when you're cooking for your family. Buy your set of gloves. I know they're rationed now. I got a lot, so if I'm not selling you anything, if you buy some stuff from us, I might throw in a box of gloves. But it'll get better. So basically what I do is the Aaron Franklin technique. You have One clean hand, one dirty hand. How you say? Well, you take this glove off, right? So it's clean hand. Take it in the garbage. Now you got a dirty hand and a clean hand. Ugly hand, but a clean hand. Tom Barbado, fuck you. I know what you're saying. All right, so we got 3 spices here. We got my rub. Can't tell you what that is. Might have to kill you. You guys can figure it out. Maybe I'll tell you, maybe I won't. But you can use any basic rub. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Go buy any of them. Doesn't matter. Buy them off the shelf. Lowe's has actually got a pretty good selection of rubs in their stores. So maybe they'll start carrying more. Home Depot, AKA, whatever. So good rub, or you can make your own. AmazingRibs.com has some killer rubs. And Meathead will help you with those, so you can check those out. And those work real well. So that's my rub. You want it, you got to come to the pig and get it. I'm going to give you a secret right now. You guys like my ribs? You like my pork? Never use processed sugar. See that? That's raw sugar. That's what you use. Okay? I'm only going to tell you that. Salt. Kosher salt. Nothing but kosher. No iodine. No small crystals. The larger the grain, the better. That's it. And then you stop for a Freedom Tower. And you have a sip. And I just contaminated, so I have to clean myself. Yes, I can wash my hand with one hand because I had that process. So we're over here cleaning my hand to make sure everything's clean. Now we're going to rub it down. What I do is I do the side that's going to go, when I cook my ribs, I cook them sitting up. Let's fat marbling go back down into it. So flipping them over. Separate your spices because it makes it easier. If you try to sprinkle out of a big box or a thing, you're going to screw it up. And then you're going to blame me, and I don't give a fuck. So if you're not going to listen to me, it's your problem. Salt. Remember that membrane we just took off? See? Didn't lay a lot. Probably about 2 tablespoons. Lay it in there good. Salt first. Your salt should not be a part of your rub. You separate the salt from the rub. That's a key element. Salt to the top. 1 pinch. Rub it down. That's why they call it a rub. Why they call it a rub, boss? Because you put your hand on it and you rub it. Flip it back over. Start with the salt. Then comes our barbecue rub. The Pig Floyd rub will be available for purchase once we get open by the end of this month. And also with all the butcher boxes that we're going to be selling with Miami Purveyors. Because let me tell you something, I got some good stuff coming out that can be delivered to your house for free. Minimal shipping orders, nothing. We can ship it wherever you want to. So I'm working with a local Miami purveyor of meat. They're the only ones that provide me my meat. And we're helping each other. So long story short, you get about 2 tablespoons on each side. Looks good. Rub it down. Pat it down. Smack that meat. And the last step. Now remember, you don't eat this side. It's a rib side. But a lot of people don't understand how to cook the ribs, and we'll get to that later. A little bit of brown raw sugar on the top. Back over. And more. Rub it down. And essentially, you got my rib. My rub and my rib. My rib, baby. Not my rub, but you'll have it if you buy it. So that's it right there. It's real quick, real simple, real easy. We stick to the basics. My brisket has salt and pepper. Anything in my beef comes out. My picanha is salt and pepper. If you have questions, I don't have the screen in front of me yet. We're working that out. But send them to me, and I'd be happy to answer anything you got. And we're almost there. So hang in there. Freedom Tower, Tank Brewing, Pig out. We'll see you for the cook.